If you open your cloud bill and it's bigger than last month, and your first instinct is to go and tell your engineer to start cutting things, there is a better way you probably haven't heard of before, where you can use 4 to 5 commercial routes that will lower your cloud bill as much, if not more, by simply negotiating with AWS. So in this video, I'm going to go over how you can achieve that without pulling your engineers off the roadmap by simply negotiating with your cloud provider without any refactor, any finops hires, just routing to the best commercial routes you can get on your account by simply negotiating with your cloud provider. So before we get started, I'm going to go over who I am. So my name is Neta and I route this stuff for a living. So I'm the founder of cloudcredits.co. Basically, we are a routing layer between startup and cloud commercial deals, and we get compensated by the cloud provider, so you don't actually pay for anything. And to keep it short, I talk with founders and cloud partners every week, and we see the same 5 routes come up in different combinations, and most founders don't even know about this stuff, and it's way better than starting with your infra because it doesn't require any engineering work, and you can do it simply by negotiating with your cloud provider. So the lane I'm talking about is optimizing your cloud spend by going to a partner who will get you credits, discounts, payment terms, and funding for any professional work done on your environment. And you don't actually pay for anything because the entire work is being compensated by the cloud provider. So let's get into it. I'm not going to tell you how to tune Kubernetes. That's an engineering or a finops job. I'm going to talk about the commercial routes that are available to you if you're spending $3,000 or more each month on cloud. So the wrong starting move is opening your bill, panicking, and then telling your engineer to cut NAT gateways. That's level 2 and not level 1. Level 1 is getting the 5 routes most founders miss. So there are 5 main routes that most founders miss, which are credits, discounts, payment terms, funded migration and AI work, and marketplace and vendor leverage. So let's get into each one of these and tell you what you can actually get. So in terms of credits, what are credits? If you're a funded startup, you probably received some type of credits before, but what most founders don't know is that you can get new credits or an extension of your existing credits on AWS Activate, Google for Startups, and Microsoft for Startups. And you can actually even get additional credits from partner-side programs that are not listed on the public page. So if you go to the right partner, he can pull strings and get you even more credits on your environment. This fits early stage startups that are spending $3,000 or more. If you have anything AI related, you can get the best deal possible, but even if you're not an AI focused startup and you received funding, if you're spending more than $3,000, you can probably get more credits from your cloud provider. You can probably get more credits by routing through the right partner, so it's definitely worth checking out. So this doesn't fit if you've already burned through the program and you're past the activate thresholds and your spending is too large for a credit bucket to register. So this is the case for credits. Next thing is discounts. So discounts are an ongoing percentage of your list price. It's of compute, storage, network, sometimes even managed services. And the typical band is 3 to 10% of your cloud bill. So this fits if you're spending $3,000 and up and you go through the right partner. So this is past the credit stage, but it can be very lucrative if you're going to the right partner who can get you the right deal. So this doesn't fit if you're too small and your spend is not consistent. If you're spending $3,000 or more, that's great. If you're not spending as much as $3,000 and your spend wildly changes in the lower brackets, this is not a good fit. So just to illustrate, if you're spending $5,000 per month and you have a 5% discount, you're saving $3,000 per year just by routing through the right partner. So this is massive and it doesn't actually cost you anything, so it's definitely worth checking if you're spending a lot on cloud. The next thing is net 30, 60, or 90 payment terms. So instead of pay as you go, the bill is due in 30, 60, or 90 days. So you still pay, but you just pay later. So this fits if you have a real stable bill, a tight cash position, and you'd rather hold the working capital than hand it to a hyperscaler on day one. So this doesn't fit if you're not spending a lot of cloud. Again, you need to spend $3,000 or more for a partner to look at your cloud bill and offer you this thing. But if you are spending a lot on cloud, this could be a really good fit for you. And it's a great way to extend your payment day and get more working capital on hand. So again, in the scenario that you're spending $50,000 per year on your cloud bill and you get net 90 payment terms, that's 12.5K of working capital you don't lose. It's just pure cash flow that you get on hand to use by simply going to the right partner. So the next thing is funded migration at AI work. So what it is that the hyperscaler or partner pays for any engineering work you'd otherwise delay or fund yourself. So that means migrations, modernization, and any AI related work, which is actually the big stuff. So if you have any AI related workload, you can probably get funding for the right partner on AI related projects. So if you have a clear workload trigger like data center exit, cross-cloud, monolith into Kubernetes, and any AI workload that needs GPU and data pipeline, you can probably get funding for the right partner, and it's actually a massive amounts of money. It can get even to the hundreds of thousands per year. So if you're doing AI-related stuff and you want to get funding for your projects, I would definitely look into that. The next thing is marketplace and vendor leverage. So cloud partners usually partner with other software vendors. So a cloud partner can route Datadog, Snowflake, MongoDB, Confluent, and GitLab through the cloud marketplace, so the spend counts toward your commercial commitment. Your bill doesn't change, but the discount band you qualify for applies also to these software, so it can be very significant. So the order is the question. So before you start touching with your infra, I would look into commercial first. So first, check the 5 commercial routes without wasting any engineering time. And the second step is stack 2 or 3 that fit your account to the next invoice cycle. And the last step is after you got the commercial offers, then it's time to look into your infra cleanup and optimizing your spend. But before I do that, I would look into the commercial offers you actually qualify for and get them so you don't waste your engineer's time. So after you've heard about all of that, you probably want to know which route fits to your account. So the next best move, if I were you, is go to cloudcredits.go to the route checker. So in 4 questions and under 60 seconds, without any calls or fees or obligations, you can know what you qualify for. And if you actually qualify for any of the stuff I mentioned, you can book a call right on the website and go on a call with a vetted cloud partner who will get you these commercial offers. And this entire thing doesn't cost you money because it's being compensated by your cloud provider because they want you to stay on that cloud environment and not switch to any competitors. So this is actually a great way to reduce your cloud bill, and I would highly advise you to test it out. And worst case scenario, you wasted 60 seconds. Best case scenario, you saved tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars that you otherwise would have spent on your cloud bill. I hope you got some value out of this video, and if you did, feel free to subscribe because I'm going to post more of this type of videos where you can know what's the best offer you can get on your cloud bill. So hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.